Were ancient temples merely places of worship, or were they something far more profound, sophisticated technologies designed to unlock the hidden potential of the human mind? The answer could redefine everything you thought you knew about our past and your own capacity for experiencing reality. This is not just about dusty ruins and forgotten gods, but about rediscovering a lost science of consciousness and reclaiming your birthright to access higher realms of awareness. Unlocking these ancient secrets could shatter the limitations imposed by societal conditioning, reconnecting you with a deeper sense of purpose and granting you access to inner worlds beyond your wildest imagination. Imagine a world where the architectural wonders of antiquity were not simply monuments to deities, but meticulously engineered consciousness machines. These structures, through a combination of architectural design, ritual practices, and in some cases, the carefully controlled use of psychoactive substances, were designed to induce altered states of consciousness, facilitating access to higher realms. But what exactly are these higher realms? Are they spiritual dimensions, states of heightened awareness, or perhaps even access to a universal field of knowledge, a cosmic internet available to those who know how to connect? The implications are staggering, suggesting that our ancestors possessed a deep understanding of the human mind and its potential that has been largely forgotten or perhaps even deliberately suppressed. Consider the recurring architectural and design elements found in temples across vastly different cultures and time periods. From the precise alignment of Egyptian temples with celestial events to the intricate acoustic properties of Mayan pyramids and the water features found in Greek sanctuaries, a clear pattern emerges. Were these design choices purely aesthetic, or were they carefully calculated to influence human consciousness? Could the specific proportions, orientations, and acoustic properties have been engineered to induce specific brainwave frequencies, creating a resonant environment conducive to altered states of consciousness? These questions challenge us to look beyond the conventional explanations and consider the possibility that ancient temples were built according to a shared understanding of principles of consciousness that modern science is only beginning to rediscover. Throughout history, knowledge of these consciousness-altering technologies may have been intentionally suppressed, a deliberate effort to control access to these higher states of awareness. Understanding the true potential of the human mind and the methods for accessing expanded states of consciousness could be seen as a direct threat to established power structures that thrive on control and limitation. By keeping the masses ignorant of their own inner potential, those in power could more easily manipulate beliefs, values, and ultimately, reality itself. This raises a crucial question. Are we ready to reclaim this lost knowledge and unlock the secrets of the ancient temples, or will we remain trapped in a limited perception of reality, forever bound by the chains of societal conditioning? Prepare to embark on a journey to rediscover lost human potential, reclaim your access to expanded states of consciousness, and challenge everything you think you know about the world around you. Let's now delve into the tangible elements that made these ancient temples far more than mere buildings, focusing on the principles of architectural resonance. Have you ever walked into a cathedral and felt an inexplicable sense of awe, a feeling that transcends the purely aesthetic? This is often the result of carefully calculated architectural elements designed to interact with human consciousness. Specific measurements, geometric shapes, and material selection were not arbitrary choices, but deliberate attempts to create spaces that resonated with specific frequencies, influencing the minds and emotions of those within. Consider the Luxor Temple in Egypt, where the golden ratio and Fibonacci sequence appear repeatedly in its layout. These proportions, far from being mere artistic flourishes, were believed to create harmonious energy fields, subtly altering the state of consciousness of those who traversed its halls. The very act of walking through the temple, surrounded by these carefully calibrated proportions, could have induced a state of receptivity, opening the mind to higher realms. The physics of these sacred spaces extend beyond mere geometry. They encompass the manipulation of sound itself. Architectural acoustics played a crucial role in creating environments conducive to altered states. Chambers within temples were often designed with specific resonant frequencies, amplifying chanting or creating specific emotional responses. The Mayan pyramids, for instance, were not only visually imposing, but also acoustically sophisticated. The grand stairway of the Kukulkan Pyramid at Chichen Itza produces a chirp sound resembling the sacred Quetzal bird when people clap. This acoustic phenomenon, likely intentional, could have been used to enhance ritual experiences, deepening the connection between participants and the spiritual realm. It wasn't just about hearing, it was about feeling the vibrations resonate within your very being, tuning your consciousness to a higher frequency. What if the carefully designed echoes and reverberations were a form of sonic technology designed to unlock specific states of awareness? Consider also the deliberate orientation and alignment of temples with celestial events. Stonehenge, perhaps the most iconic example, is aligned with the summer solstice sunrise. This wasn't simply a symbolic gesture. It was a way of connecting practitioners to cosmic energies, grounding them in the cycles of the universe. Temples aligned with solstices, equinoxes, and planetary alignments acted as conduits, drawing down celestial energies and amplifying their effects on human consciousness. By aligning themselves with the cosmos, ancient cultures sought to tap into a vast reservoir of power, a connection to the universe that transcended the limitations of the physical world. Across diverse cultures and geographical locations, we find recurring patterns in temple architecture, hinting at a shared understanding of consciousness-altering principles. The use of water, for instance, is a common feature, symbolizing purification and transformation. The consistent orientation to cardinal directions suggests an awareness of subtle energy flows and their influence on human consciousness. The presence of specific geometric shapes, like the Vesica Piscis, further reinforces the notion that these temples were designed according to a universal blueprint, a map of consciousness encoded in stone. This pattern challenges the conventional view of ancient cultures as isolated and unconnected, suggesting instead a global network of knowledge and a shared understanding of the human mind's potential. Building upon the foundation of architectural resonance, ancient cultures further amplified the effects of these sacred spaces through meticulously crafted rituals. These rituals were not simply arbitrary acts of devotion, but carefully orchestrated events designed to manipulate consciousness and facilitate access to altered states. Chanting, meditation, sensory deprivation, and ecstatic dance were all employed to bypass the limitations of the ordinary mind and tap into deeper levels of awareness. In Tibetan Buddhist monasteries, the practice of chanting and repetitive music is used to induce trance states, creating a powerful sense of unity and dissolving the boundaries of the self. What if these ancient rituals were not just expressions of faith, but sophisticated technologies for manipulating the mind, fine-tuning consciousness like a musical instrument? Sensory manipulation techniques played a crucial role in these rituals, further altering perception and deepening the experience. Incense, darkness, and fasting were all employed to create an environment conducive to altered states. The Eleusinian Mysteries, for example, used a combination of sensory deprivation, fasting, and potentially psychoactive substances to induce profound spiritual experiences in initiates. By depriving the senses, the ordinary mind was quieted, allowing access to deeper levels of awareness. The darkness amplified the power of inner visions, while fasting heightened sensitivity and receptivity. These techniques, far from being mere ascetic practices, were sophisticated methods for hacking the nervous system, opening the doors to expanded states of consciousness. Symbolic dramas and reenactments of myths served to connect participants to archetypal energies and spiritual truths. Within the Temple of Luxor, Egyptian rituals associated with the god Osiris were performed to symbolize death, resurrection, and spiritual transformation. These rituals were not merely theatrical performances, they were powerful enactments of universal principles, allowing participants to embody the archetypes and experience their transformative power directly. By participating in these symbolic dramas, individuals could transcend the limitations of their personal identities and connect with a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. The true power of these ancient temples lay in the synergistic combination of architectural design and ritual amplification. Specific rituals were often performed in specific chambers within a temple to maximize their impact on consciousness, creating a resonant feedback loop. The architectural design created a specific energetic environment, while the rituals amplified and directed that energy, creating a powerful vortex of transformation. This synergistic effect challenges us to rethink our understanding of ancient temples, not as static monuments, but as dynamic systems designed to interact with and transform human consciousness. In some cases, the use of psychoactive substances or entheogens may have played a role in facilitating access to altered states of consciousness within these ancient temples. It's crucial to approach this topic with responsibility, caution, and a clear understanding of the potential risks involved. The responsible framing of this information is paramount. However, historical evidence and anthropological studies suggest that psychoactive substances were used in specific temple settings to induce profound spiritual experiences. In the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, for example, historical accounts suggest the potential use of psychoactive substances to enhance ecstatic religious experiences. These substances may have interacted with the brain and nervous system to alter perception, emotions, and cognitive processes. Specific plant-based substances can affect neurotransmitter systems, leading to changes in brainwave activity and altered states of consciousness. While we must approach this topic with caution, it's important to acknowledge the potential role that psychoactive substances may have played in these ancient practices, fitting into the established pattern of manipulating sensory input to induce non-ordinary states of consciousness in conjunction with architectural design and ritual. The understanding of ancient temples takes on new dimensions when viewed through the lens of modern science. By connecting these ancient practices to modern scientific concepts related to consciousness, energy fields, and the nature of reality, we can begin to unlock their true potential. Consider the concept of resonance and how it relates to both architectural acoustics and brainwave entrainment. Ancient temple design may have been based on an intuitive understanding of these principles, creating spaces that resonated with specific frequencies, influencing the minds of those within. Modern neuroscience is now beginning to validate these ancient intuitions, demonstrating the power of sound and vibration to alter brainwave activity and induce altered states of consciousness. Furthermore, the concept of quantum entanglement offers a potential explanation for the ancient understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Temples may have been designed to tap into non-local information fields, accessing knowledge and insights beyond the limitations of the physical senses. Specific geometric shapes or symbols found in temples may have acted as antennae for receiving or transmitting information from the quantum field. What if these ancient structures were not just places of worship, but portals to a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it? The power of intention and belief in shaping consciousness and influencing the effects of temple practices cannot be overlooked. The collective intention of a group of practitioners could have amplified the effects of rituals, creating a powerful energetic field within a temple. The modern scientific understanding of these concepts reinforces the idea that ancient temples were indeed sophisticated technologies for altering consciousness. The convergence of ancient wisdom and modern science offers a powerful new framework for understanding the potential of the human mind and the methods for accessing expanded states of awareness. Let's take a closer look at specific examples, starting with the Luxor Temple in Egypt. The specific architectural features of the Luxor Temple, including its layout, proportions, and symbolic design, all point to its role as a consciousness technology. The Avenue of Sphinxes, for example, was not simply a grand entrance, but a carefully designed energetic pathway guiding visitors through a specific sequence of experiences designed to alter their state of consciousness. The design and rituals of Luxor are deeply connected to Hermetic principles, such as the law of correspondence, as above, so below, and the law of vibration. The temple's architecture reflected the structure of the cosmos, allowing practitioners to connect with higher realms of consciousness by aligning themselves with the universal principles. The rituals performed within Luxor were designed to facilitate spiritual ascension, emphasizing the importance of purification, initiation, and communion with the divine. The various chambers within the temple each represented different stages of the spiritual journey, guiding initiates through a symbolic process of death and rebirth. Luxor embodies all of the established patterns of architectural resonance, ritual amplification, and potentially psychoactive catalysis, demonstrating its effectiveness as a consciousness technology. Turning now to Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, the oldest known temple complex, its purpose and symbolic structure challenge conventional views of human history and the origins of religion. The theories surrounding its builders suggest a deep understanding of connecting with non-ordinary reality. The animal imagery and abstract symbols found at Göbekli Tepe offer clues to their understanding of consciousness and spirituality. Depictions of vultures, snakes, and other animals may relate to shamanic practices and altered states of consciousness, hinting at a sophisticated understanding of the human mind and its potential. Whether it was the astral alignments or something else entirely, Göbekli Tepe's builders were more sophisticated than we previously believed in their understanding of consciousness and the universe. The rediscovery of these ancient sites compels us to question our assumptions about the past and consider the possibility that our ancestors possessed a deep understanding of the human mind and its potential that has been largely forgotten. But what does all of this mean for us today? Can we recreate these ancient technologies and unlock the secrets of consciousness for ourselves? The answer may lie in a synthesis of ancient wisdom and modern science, a rediscovery of the power within us all. Let's bring together the threads of our exploration, tracing back from the secrets of Luxor and the mysteries of Göbekli Tepe to synthesize how these ancient sites, seemingly disparate, reveal a unified understanding. Each location, from the sun-drenched avenues of Egypt to the windswept hills of Turkey, has whispered secrets of architectural resonance, amplified ritual, and, in some instances, the strategic use of psychoactive catalysts. We've seen how geometry, acoustics, celestial alignments, and intentional practices converge to create environments not merely of worship, but of profound consciousness exploration. The primary revelation, echoing through the stones of every temple we've encountered, is undeniable. These were not simply places of prayer, but meticulously engineered technologies designed to facilitate access to altered states, to realms beyond the ordinary confines of perception. These higher realms aren't vague metaphors or fanciful spiritual notions, but represent very real shifts in awareness, access to expanded information, and the potential for radical personal transformation. They are tangible shifts, accessible through intention and resonance. Throughout our journey, we've identified recurring patterns. The intentional crafting of architectural resonance through precise geometry and material selection, the amplification of these effects through meticulously designed rituals and sensory manipulation, and, in certain carefully controlled contexts, the employment of psychoactive substances as catalysts to unlock deeper states of awareness. Scientific echoes resonate throughout these observations, modern discoveries validating ancient intuitions about consciousness, energy, and the nature of reality. These elements, carefully orchestrated, worked in synergy to construct environments conducive to exploring consciousness. We must now shift our perspective, casting aside the conventional view of temples as mere historical relics, and instead recognizing them as blueprints for personal transformation, keys to unlocking hidden dimensions of reality within ourselves. These ancient structures hold dormant technologies, keys to unlock dormant human potential waiting to be awakened. This unlocks a realm of possibilities for our transformation. Understanding ancient temples connects us to the grand narrative of human spiritual evolution, the unending quest for self-discovery that has driven humanity since the dawn of consciousness. The rediscovery of these technologies offers a path to reclaim lost aspects of our heritage, to reconnect with the intuitive knowledge and spiritual power that lies dormant within us all. Let's elevate the meaning of the patterns we have identified. These are not simply historical artifacts, but universal principles for altering consciousness that can be applied in any setting. The resonance of a sacred space can be recreated with intention in your own home. The power of ritual can be harnessed through focused meditation and mindful practices. The wisdom of the ancients isn't confined to dusty ruins. It is a living tradition waiting to be revived in our modern world. The identified techniques represent universal principles for altering consciousness that you can apply today. Consider, for a moment, the implications of this knowledge being suppressed throughout history. What motives could drive such suppression? Control, perhaps, a desire to limit human potential and maintain the status quo. But what if more people had access to these expanded states of awareness? What social and political transformations might unfold? What new levels of creativity, innovation, and empathy might emerge? Understanding these mysteries transforms a limited view to a more interconnected view of reality. The transformative power of this knowledge is undeniable. It has the potential to shatter limited materialistic worldviews, replacing them with a more expansive and interconnected understanding of reality. Embracing this perspective can lead to greater personal fulfillment, deeper compassion, and a profound sense of purpose, not just as individuals, but as integral parts of a vast and interconnected web of existence. This is our birthright. All threads converge here, all questions find their answers. We've journeyed through time and space, explored ancient ruins and modern scientific concepts, and now we arrive at a singular conclusion. Remember the Temple of Artemis, the Mayan pyramids, Göbekli Tepe. Their purpose was singular, consciousness exploration. The patterns we identified consistently point to one inescapable truth. Ancient temples were powerful tools for consciousness exploration. Let's take, as our final example, the megalithic stone circles such as Stonehenge and Karnak. What principles of energy and consciousness were understood by those who built them? The answer lies in the alignment of stones with celestial events, creating a resonant field that amplified human intention and facilitated access to higher states of awareness. Were ancient temples just places of worship? The answer, now clear, resonates through the ages. While they undeniably served a religious function, their true purpose extended far beyond the confines of ritualistic devotion. They were sophisticated technologies designed to alter human consciousness, unlock hidden dimensions of reality, and guide individuals toward enlightenment. Their design principles unlock greater awareness. The tension is released, the mystery is solved. The knowledge and techniques discussed here are not the exclusive domain of ancient priests or long-lost civilizations. They are available to anyone, anywhere, who seeks to explore the depths of their own consciousness and unlock their full potential. Begin with meditation, explore sacred geometry, visit ancient sites. But now, new questions emerge. If ancient temples were such powerful tools, what other technologies might exist that have been forgotten or suppressed? How can we integrate this ancient wisdom with modern science and technology to create new tools for consciousness exploration? What other wonders of the past can teach us about our potential? these answers we must now seek. Consider the broader implications for personal and collective evolution. How might access to expanded states of consciousness transform education, healthcare, and social justice? What new solutions might emerge to address the challenges facing our world? How can we build a future where everyone has the opportunity to explore the full potential of their minds and hearts? Humanity might discover a new reality. Share your own experiences, insights, and questions in the comments below. Have you visited any of these sites? Have you experimented with meditation or other consciousness-altering practices? What are your thoughts on the connection between ancient wisdom and modern science? Let's create a community of shared exploration, a collective of minds dedicated to unlocking the secrets of consciousness together. Let others know what you have discovered. In future videos, we will delve deeper into specific meditation techniques, explore other ancient sites around the world, and interview experts in consciousness studies. We will continue to unravel the mysteries of the human mind and explore the boundless potential that lies within us all. Stay tuned, there is so much more to explore. The time has come to embrace our full potential, reclaim your consciousness, unlock your potential, access these higher states, and open new doors to the infinite. The secrets of ancient temples have been revealed. Now it's time to embark on your own journey of transformation. The realms are accessible, the path is open, and your potential awaits.